Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about temporary disability and individual unemployability, right? That is TDIU. We're talking about getting temporary 100% TDIU based on specific circumstances. And yes, the VA allows you to do this. So pay close attention, see if these apply to you, or if they don't apply to you now, keep them in the back of your head because one day they may apply to you and you may want to go ahead and pursue this, right? So temporary TDIU is, even if you're not 100%, quite honestly, you're unable to, maintain substantially gainful employment, right? Basically, due to your service-connected disabilities, you can't, for a short period of time, go to work. Now, there's usually two unique factors that come into play here. Number one is extended hospitalization for a service-connected disability, right? So if you're in the hospital for 21 days or more due to a service-connected disability surgery or hospitalization for care, you can get 100% TDIU during that time, okay? However long you're in the hospital. Then there's convalescence, which is recovery after a surgery or a treatment for your service-connected disability. That normally is you have to stay at home and not be able to work for 30 days or more, 1 month or more, right? That also applies if you have a major joint that requires a cast and you're immobilized, you can get the TDIU 100% for that as well. There's one more category. It's pre-stabilization after discharge for a severe, unstable service-connected disability. That's not quite as often used. It's not quite as often leveraged, and it doesn't happen as much. But you can do your own math, figure out if your extended hospitalization takes you there, and then if you have 30 more days at home or 60 more days at home or 120 more days at home, during that time frame, you could be eligible for 100% TDIU, P&T, or not P&T, but 100% TDIU, which means you'll be paid at the 100% rate for disability compensation during that time frame. Now, once all that's over, you're going to go back to the original rating that you had, right? So if you were rated at 70%, one of those was a 50% for something, and then, a couple others that added you up to the 70% mark. That's great, okay? Because one of the things when it comes to filing for standard TDIU, which has an element of temporary, right? Standard TDIU is not P&T TDIU. It's standard TDIU. That means I'm unable to work for right now. You need to have a couple factors that throw in here. One of them is you have to have a service-connected disability rated at 60% or more, or two or more service-connected disabilities with a combined rating of 70% or more, and one of those has to be at least 40%, okay? From there, you figure out how long you're going to be out of commission, the whole 9 yards, and you file a form. This is the veteran's application for increased compensation based on unemployability, which is the 21 TAC 8940, okay? You'll also submit one more form, which is, it's required for employment information, 214192, right? Which is typically sent to your last employer. You can complete it yourself if you're self-employed, but either way, it has to be filed as well. So a 218940 and a 214192 are required for you to actually file to get this temporary TDIU, right? You have to provide evidence, right? Provide evidence that shows that your service-connected disabilities prevent you from securing and following any substantial gainful employment. Your current medical evidence, your doctor's reports, your test results, your hospitalization records, statements from you, friends, family, everybody else around you, coworkers, supervisors, etc. All of that stuff. Put it all together and get it all put in. I would say that if you are facing this and you are at the VA hospital, ask the VA hospital to see if they have a VSO that's on site. Have that VSO come over and help you take care of this. If they don't have a VSO on site, Call a family member. Ask them to call around to the VSOs. Ask them to call the American Legion. Ask them to call DAV, VFW, whoever else may be around that's a VSO. Have them come to the hospital and help you file this. It will help your claim more than hurt you. And I think that's really, really important. Now, let's talk about this for just a second, because normally what I have seen is that you're rated, we're going to go back and say you're rated at 70%. And you go and get your 100% TDIU, and when you're done recovering, you're past that 100% temporary TDIU. You still can't work full time because of this service-connected injury or service-connected condition that has progressively gotten worse, which is what made you have to have surgery on it in the first place. And now it's even worse afterward. File for an increase. I know that sounds crazy, right? But it's gotten worse. You had surgery on it. If it's not getting better, if it makes it more difficult for you to go to work, file for that increase. Maybe you'll bump from 70 to 90 or 70 up to a full 100% P&T. Then you won't have to worry about it anymore, right? But make sure you do those things, because that temporary TDIU 100% is going to end. And you want to make sure that you are covered, right? So, first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, in the description below, I've got a link, an affiliate link to an organization that I'm working with that will give you a free consultation to talk about your disabilities and see if they can help you get to the place that you want to be with the VA. If you want to click on it, again, I may make money on it or not. It just depends on, whether you go ahead and purchase their services or not. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Take care of each other. See ya.